Okay, in this lesson, we are going to be working on dividing decimals. We're going to use our place value, and I'm also going to use the traditional algorithm. So I'm going to do this one problem here. I already have it set up. You can see down here towards the bottom, I'm doing 7 and 7/10 divided by 4. So I'm making these into groups of 4. And so just like we've done before, I'm going to circle my groups of 4 right here. So I have 4 here, and then I have this one that's going to move over, this one that's going to move over, and this one that's going to move over. When I have to move them over, remember that they become groups of 10. Each dot that you move from a bigger place value to these smaller place values creates this group of 10. So I'm going to go ahead and go make my groups of 10. One thing I want you guys to notice is that I do try to keep this pretty organized so that when I go to circle my groups of 4, that's not really complicated and that they're all kind of lined up. So I'm going to go back to my purple pen here, and I'm going to start circling my groups of 4. And I'm going to circle them this direction vertically, just so that makes that a little bit easier for y'all to see those groups. I know sometimes I get going a little squirrely and they're harder to see. There's a group of 4 here. There's a group of 4 here. And so I'm just looking for those 4s because we're dividing by 4. Got a group of 4 here, and then I have this group of 4 here. Okay, but then there's this one that's got to move over. Again, remember when I move him over, he becomes a unit of 10. Okay, groups of 10. So those have moved over to this other side, and then I can go ahead and circle my groups of 4. Circle my groups of 4, and I'm just going to kind of keep doing this until I end up with my final grouping here. So let's see, we're going to move these 2 over. We got 2 groups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And this is my thousands place value because my face is in the way. You guys can't see that, but that's what this place value is. And again, circle my groups of 4. So there's a group of 4, there's a group of 4, group of 4, group of 4, and then this one right here is a group of 4. Okay, so now I'm ready to look at how many groupings do I have in each one. There's one grouping here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groupings here. There's 2 groupings here, and there's 5 groupings here. So when I go to place this over the division, this is what it will look like. My quotient is 1 and 925 thousandths. Okay, I'm going to clear off my board, and we're going to try the just traditional algorithm for division. This is probably the way that your parents and family members learned to divide. I think it's pretty straightforward. When the problems are simpler, they're a little bit easier. But what we're going to take to start with is, 84 hundredths divided by 4. Okay, so 84 hundredths is going to go here. My decimal's right there. My 4 is here. I'm going to bring my decimal straight up. So one of the most important things to do is always bring that decimal straight up from where it is when dividing. Always, always, always. 4 goes into 8 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. I'm going to subtract. I get 0. I'm going to bring down my 4. 4 into 4 goes once. It's 4. I'm going to subtract. I get 0. Okay? So what you ultimately end up doing is multiplying. Right? I'm multiplying. I'm thinking about my basic facts. What times what equals that other number? Then I'm subtracting, and then I'm bringing down, and then I'm continuing on that path. Let's try another one with this traditional algorithm so that you can see and practice one more that direction. Just to have that confidence and that comfort that, hey, when you get onto your student journal in lesson 15, that you've seen at least 2 problems done the traditional algorithm. So we're going to take, let's take 9 and 30 hundredths divided by 6. Okay. So here we go. So 6 into 9. It doesn't go more than once. I can only do one time, which is 6. So 6 times 1 is 6. I'm going to subtract. I get 3. I'm going to bring down. I get a 3. 6 into 33. Okay, so I have to think about knowing my 6s and what happens with a 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Okay, so that was times 5. So it's just good knowing those basic facts. And hopefully you're doing it faster than I just did. I was just modeling for you. I'm going to subtract again. So 5 times 6 is 30. I'm going to bring down. I get a 3. I'm going to bring my 0 down. And again, I already did this, so I know that 5 times 6 is 30. And so I'm now to where this will equal 0. I have completed it. I bring up my decimal. Okay? So you guys are going to go and complete your student journal for lesson 15.